What's up, everybody? We are back with the Magic and Andrew MMA betting show, episode 66. We've got UFC Vegas 71, Curtis Blaydes taking on Sergey Pavlovich in a heavyweight main event. But before that, as always, we're going to start from the bottom of the card, best fight odds order. And Magic is going to lead us off like he does so well. Did not bat Guerrel taking on Brady Highstand. Guerrel figures to have the edge on the feet. Highstand in the wrestling. What are you thinking here?
Yeah, I bet he stunned his last fight, and I really didn't enjoy that. I felt like he could have made that much easier. He ended up kind of dominating, but he almost died too, and I don't really like the way he establishes his position. Like, he loses a lot of positions stupidly, in my opinion. It's almost like he wrestles like he was wrestling in school and not in MMA. You know what I mean? Like, he takes a lot of rights and a lot of scrambles that he doesn't really need. But Guerrel is much better than him on the feet. I think he's going to clip him at some point. But Guerrel by finish is a good look, I think.
Yeah, I think that Batgirl is going to win. I think he has a definitive striking advantage. Highstand's fought some not so great grapplers. I'm not saying that Batgirl is a great grappler, but I think he's positionally decent. I think he can get back up. And Highstand kind of just finds himself, even when he's in, like you mentioned, even when he's in fights, he should be winning. It kind of turns into a war. And I feel like if he was that great of a positional grappler, he probably would have just rolled through Fernie Garcia easily. So yeah, I'm picking Batgirl here, but would like to see a little bit more volume from him, and he hasn't had to wrestle much in his last couple fights. So yeah, and this is a good point also. Highstand could be getting better. He's a young guy, so
I mean,
we will see.
if you bet Guerrel, you bet him by finish. Like minus 170 money line, and finish is like plus 140, plus 150.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it's on the feet, he's probably gonna crack him, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So we're both picking Batgirl here. Next fight, Zombie Girl, Priscilla Cachoeira taking on Karine Silva. How do you see this one playing out?
Stupid, like every Cachoeira fight. She's
Mm-hmm.
going to come out and Mongoloid attack. She kind of has a chin, punches very hard. I mean, she's better than people give her credit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, every time she's on the feet, it's going to be a banger, and she punches very hard and she goes for it. It's not like she has horrible hands or anything. It's like not very functional boxing, but if she catches you, you are going down. This other girl is pretty good, I think, skills wise, and she should have a gross grappling edge. I don't know. I don't know if she's going to proactively grapple, but I tend to believe she's going to choke Cachoeira. But the price is, I mean, submission is not out at many places. Only at Bet Online, it's kind of a shit price, and the inside is tight, the line, so it's not going to be a great price. But I think Silva finishes and doesn't go is minus 200. It's a decent parlay piece, I think. This is going to be a stupid war.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. I do think Silva has a very pronounced grappling edge here, but she doesn't wrestle super often, which is why I'm not going to play her. I
Yeah.
think when they're on the feet, like Cachoeira, she hits really hard for the division. She's constantly coming forward. Silva probably is decent technically, but Cachoeira won't let you just fight a technical fight at range. She's going to come and make it a brawl. She does hit very hard, but I think if this hits the mat, like this could be an instant tap type of fight. Silva's a black belt.
Yeah,
Cachoeira
she's
doesn't
good.
have, yeah, she's good at jiu-jitsu. Cachoeira doesn't have much on the mat. It's just one of those fights where if I knew Silva was going to go attempt 10 takedowns, I would bet her in a heartbeat, but she just hasn't really shown it.
This
It's
this is
gonna
classic.
it's gonna look
Class,
hindsight one way or the other.
Classic UFC fight where the fighter with the oblivious grappling advantage is not going to grapple. Like, Silva
Yeah.
probably baits Cachoeira into choking her by almost dying.
Hmm.
I'm falling into her guard or something.
Yeah, I can see it. Next up, we've got Francis Marshall versus William Gomez. This is like your favorite fighter in the world, so the floor is
I'll let
yours.
you start this one because I don't want to influence your breakdown, which is
Oh
probably going to
yeah.
be extremely bad because you hate this guy. Because if you all remember, this guy like killed Andrew's boy Marcelo Rojo, his favorite fighter. Andrew is
No, I don't.
big Argentina guy.
Yeah, you know me. Yeah, I don't hate Francis Marshall at all. He's a New Jersey guy. He's a wrestler. But I bet on him in the Contender Series. I bet against him in his last fight. I think the talent's there, but he's young and he's definitely has some holes in his game, particularly his striking defense. He's a big hitter. I think he has good cardio. I think either guy could get takedowns here. I lean Marshall's wrestling, but Gomez does look for. It's funny saying his last name because it kind of. Am I pronouncing his last name right?
Yeah, Gomez.
It kind of sounds like mine, so it's funny saying it. But yeah, I mean, I think he's like okay. Dude, this is so funny actually. When I taped this fight, I taped Gomez's last UFC fight, and I thought Gomez was the white one the whole time. So
Andrew
I
Gomez,
watched,
UFC insider.
I swear to God, I sat there for 15 minutes, watched the whole fight. I was like, man, Francis Marshall is gonna kill this guy, whatever. And then I was
you watched the fight, like the entire fight, thinking the
entire
white
fight.
guy was
Yeah.
This guy doesn't even watch the UFC. I will never get his bets.
I sat there for 15 minutes and I was like, how the hell is this guy going to beat Francis Marshall? Like what? And then I was getting ready to like keep going in his tape. And I was like, they put the blue next to his name and they meant the blue gloves, but he was wearing blue shorts. So it was like confusing. But yeah, I think I'm picking Francis Marshall to win. I just can't back him at this price because of the fact that he's green and he is questionable striking defense, to put it nicely. But I think he wins. I think under is not a bad look either. He comes swinging for it, and I think he is hittable. So I'm picking Marshall, but no bet.
Marshall is going to roll this guy. Come on, Andrew. Like it's really, I think this kid is like the truth. This is a big prospect. He's what, 24? First of all, is he really white? Because he's stupid athletic for a white guy and ridiculous shape. Like, is this guy really white? Do we have proof? Like, has someone seen his parents? Are they both white? I'm not convinced. He's stupid, like athletic and flexible. Doesn't make much sense. He goes very, very hard three. Very good boxing, very good jab. He has a bazooka right hand. Like, every time he touches people with the right hand, they go back or they get rocked. I think he's very good. Good wrestling, good jiu-jitsu. Yeah, he gets hit a little bit too much, but it's not like he's getting hit like he was Cachoeira. He's getting hit because he lives in the pocket and he's right on your face. He paces people while boxing good and while using a jab, which is extremely difficult to do in MMA, in my opinion. Boxing good while pacing someone, he does it all the time. He's like constantly out or in this distance where every killer blow lands. I like him a lot, like a lot. This is Alex the Great 2.0. We already talked about this. This guy is going to stay in the UFC and do some things, bro. Like, if you give this kid someone like Dan Ige right now, I think he rolls him. Don't you think he beats Dan Ige tomorrow?
No.
By beatdown. Like, beatdown. I'm serious. Like, I'm that serious. Don't you think he beats... Okay, this is our guy, Damon Jackson. This guy demolishes Damon Jackson. Don't you agree? Jackson is not taking him down.
What makes you think that? Like, he's a good wrestler. He's not a great wrestler. Damon Jackson.
Jackson is a horrible wrestler, and he's my boy. But come on, man.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, Damon Jackson kind of came out last fight and didn't even really try to grapple. So I don't know what to.
And this guy Gomin, I mean, he's not going to lose to a Frenchman. Even worse, a fake Frenchman, because this guy is obviously not French. Like, he's half Brazilian or whatever. Gomez. I don't even know. He's not good. I watched his tape for his first fight in the UFC. He's like, whatever. He fought someone that wasn't real good in his debut. He's like, they said he was a Sanda specialist. I just think he doesn't know how to strike. How is that a Sanda specialist? He's like, I don't know what he's doing. He's like squared up, but all tall, and he just check hooks and tries to kick. I think he's horrible. I think Marshall gets inside the pocket and lands the right pretty much at will. I think he's the better grappler. Yeah, anybody can get clipped in a fight, but I don't think this Gomez guy is anything special at all. I don't think he's UFC caliber, like barely UFC caliber. So yeah, this is like a, how do you say in English, a tramit? This is like easy sailing. This is just a foregone conclusion.
Okay. A lock.
The fire Marshall. This is probably the only fight I'm going to watch off the card, because I think this is going to be like 12. Yeah, maybe 1 a.m. here or 12. I'll go out for 15 minutes. Not 15 because it's going to be over in like 3. And then I'll be back partying. Francis the Fire Marshal. You know what to do, Andrew.
No one will even know you're gone. It'll be a 3-minute fight. This is hysterical.
Bro, he's very athletic. He's really athletic. I mean, he's the much more athletic of the two guys, and the other guy is like super black. This is like an accomplishment. Yeah, Sanda Gushu. Thabit Nurmagomedov was a Sanda expert too, but like one that could fight, actually.
Next up, Muhammad Usman taking on Justin Tafa. I could kick this one off because I really liked Muhammad Usman at that early price, plus 190, plus 200. Yeah, Tafa, we know his brother. He is kind of similar in the sense that he brawls. He doesn't seem to have any kind of grappling whatsoever. He struggled with garbage men on the regional scene. Muhammad Usman is obviously the brother of Kamaru. He's not super high volume on the feet. He's athletic. He's explosive. He didn't wrestle much in the UFC or even in his tough fights. But if you go to his regional tape, like he was dominating guys wrestling. I don't see why he can't wrestle Justin Tafa here. Is that his name, Justin Tafa?
No, it's Junior Tafa. I don't know, like the amount of people that have bet on Usman thinking this is Justin Tafa, I can guarantee you it's like more than half.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even sure that he's better than the other Tafa, or like I don't really know. Like he kind of fights similar to him. Like they just both kind of brawl, can't grapple.
Like is Andrew admitting he thought this was the other Tafa?
No. Trust me, I watched every single one of this guy's fights, like all the way, like the random fights.
I know.
He was fighting these random guys on the regional scene, getting taken down and like going life and death with them. I also suspect that he has pretty bad cardio as well. So I think either guy could knock the other out. It could be a brawl on the feet. I slightly lean Tafa on the feet, I guess, early. I think the later it goes, Usman probably takes over. But with all the grappling upside on his side, I think that was a no-brainer. And I'm picking him to win outright. So we'll see what happens. It's heavyweight. Could be a high variance spot. Maybe Tafa's gotten better. We'll see.
I think Usman is trash.
Yeah, I don't think he's anything special.
I mean, not trash. Okay, he's in the UFC. Blah 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 blah. Like already, like every time. No disrespect, we are talking in UFC caliber terms. I think he's not going anywhere. Like he makes his brother look exciting. I bet him by decision in his debut, and that was a fucking meme. I don't know how that happened. He like one punch knocked out the guy with a stepping in punch. That was ridiculous. I'm so glad I don't have to watch this fight. Tafa sucks, has very little of his back. Obviously, he's a striker, striking background. Usman is not a great finisher, but he can grind people, make people tired, get some top time. Hear me out. Usman by decision plus 500. I mean, come on. Especially if I don't have to watch it and sweat it. Easy bet. Plus 500. Usman by decision.
Decision?
Yeah. I had that in his first fight too, and I was like, I'm cashing this. And then he randomly killed the guy. Okay, that happened, but yeah, that's exactly my thought process. How can he be so juiced and muscular as a heavyweight and be so trash at actual fighting, throwing punches?
Dude, do you remember when he was like a huge favorite in PFL?
And he lost, and I bet against him, I think, against this. He lost against like a parking lot security guy.
Yeah.
Matt Sales, like the fat Matt Sales, or something like that. It was Sales. Matt or Mark. Yeah, he's not very good.
Yeah, I don't think either of these guys have a bright future in the UFC, but plus 200 for me was easy click, big one.
I mean, it's heavyweight. They are probably already top 10.
Yeah, Brandon Sales.
Yeah, Brandon Sales. Matt Sales is the other Sales. The little.
Remember the name. Next up, Carol Rosa taking on Norma Dumont. Rosa opened the favorite here. A lot of money's coming on Norma. Do you agree with the line movement, or do you think that that Rosa's going to get it done?
I'm passing here. Like, it's an awkward fight in the sense that Rosa is the more functional fighter, probably better all around, but she's also smaller. And Dumont can punch. Like, she can crack. She's just so fat and stupid. Like, I bet her to finish the last fight, and bro, that gave me like an
too.
illness. Like a real illness. I was in pain watching that. Like, how don't you finish that girl like that? Bro, I have no words for that. That was ridiculous. I want my money back. Norma, Norma, you need to pay me that money back. That was fucking insane. And it was like plus 200 or something.
Yeah, it was.
That wasn't even competitive. If Rosa can get any type of pace going or get top 10, she's going to win. If it's on the feet, low pace, Dumont is probably going to land the harder shots. Both are kind of shit on their back. I don't know. This fight doesn't interest me that much. A lot of money came in on Dumont early. I mean, she was like plus 140, right? Now she's the favorite.
Yeah, something like that. You nailed it. That's pretty much my breakdown to a T. I mean, Rosa probably a little bit better technically. Dumont a little bit bigger. Both girls I could see getting on top. Neither are great off of their back. I don't think either one have much finishing upside, especially after seeing Dumont not finish Wolf. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that again, bro.
Yeah, nah. So I guess I'm picking Rosa, but it's very, very, very not confidently. So it's just an all-around pass for me from a betting perspective. This one, fight of the year potential: Montel Jackson versus Ronnie Yaya.
Wait a minute. Is this real? I mean, they are not out a lot of lines, but bet online, I didn't look at that fight. Dumont by knockout is plus 1400.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Just when I thought I was out. Get me back in. Is it real? Let me check this right now. Maybe I have to watch 2 fights on Saturday.
God damn. Sweet.
Yeah,
sweet
this actually opened plus 1800. Bro, it's normal. The white Tommy hers. She has a right hand. I'm probably not doing it, but that line is wide. Like, Rosa is there to be hit. I don't think she's going to finish, but that's a wide line. I just have PTSD from the from the last one, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, make the call right behind you.
Yeah, right now. Dave Mason.
Montel Jackson, Ronnie Yaya. What do you make of this absolute gem of a matchup?
Hear me out. Goes to decision. I bet the over 2.5. Like,
That's
I know it
crazy.
sounds wild, especially coming from me. Over 2.5 plus 140. Come on, man. Do you know Yaya has never been finished in the UFC in 19 fights?
He's come close before, though, right?
Has he been finished or not?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he almost died against Barchola, I think. It was a draw, right?
I'm assuming based on the way that you worded that question that he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
Okay.
Montel has the finishing instinct of a fucking potato, bro. It's fucking insane how many fights he should have finished. Like, he almost lost to Felipe Colares when he killed the guy about 6 times, and he almost got choked in round 3. Then the GP Vice fight, ridiculous. Another decision, right? That cost me so much money. It was a decision, right?
He only has one finish in the UFC.
Bro, a lot of people are liking Yaya here, getting takedowns early, and Montel is not a very good wrestler. No, he's not. He's horrible. Like, Simon rolled him, or who was that? Was Simon, right? Brett Jones too.
Jones.
Yeah, but there was another guy, or this was booked.
Yeah, Simone beat him back in the day.
Yeah.
But Simone's a good wrestler.
GP Vice went up in weight and got takedowns on him easily.
Did you
GP Vice?
Did you and me both bet JP?
I bet him by submission, and he was on his back, and it was like 12-1.
Yeah, no, I did that also.
I think Yaya can get success early, but the thing with Jackson is he's impossible to submit because his hands are like my fucking face. Bro, he has the biggest hands in the UFC, and he just gets wrist control. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm not joking right now. He gets wrist control on one hand, and that's it. You just stay on top like this. It's impossible to ungrip that shit. I don't know. That should be illegal.
Oh yeah, two finishes. He beat Strader in the first round.
I think Yaya can get success early, but I don't think he's going to tap him. Montel is extremely stupid. No urgency at all. I think he's going to probably knock down Yaya a couple times down the stretch, but let him get up or whatever. He's just so stupid. Come on. Now this is the fight that he gets the knockout of the year, high kick or something, and I lose, but yeah, I bet the over 2.5. My theory is that even if shit is going south, you know what I mean? Yaya dies later, like real late.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to think that Jackson's going to finish him. He's a huge physicality advantage. Yaya is now 38 years old. He has bad cardio.
He's wiser.
He's wiser. How's that going to help him here?
Being
That's what
wiser,
it's like saying. Yeah, how's being wiser going to help here?
like being like sneaky with your entries and shit.
Mhm.
Knowing when to run.
We'll see. I mean, yeah, I think Jackson. It's hard. I mean, I would never, from like a betting perspective, trust him as his kind of favorite, just because, like you mentioned, sometimes he just makes questionable decisions. Doesn't always seem like he's taking fighting super seriously, but he is very athletically gifted. So I think he's gonna get this done here. Ricky Glenn versus Christos Gagos. I could kick this one off. I didn't bet anything here. I initially was tempted on Gagos, but I didn't end up doing it because I feel like he has a gas tank issue. But I do expect it to be competitive. I don't mind the under 2.5 at plus money. I feel like both guys could knock the other out. I don't like Yagos, particularly striking defense, and I think he's going to come hard early. So that sounded really weird. Sorry about that. So yeah, I'm picking Ricky Glenn here. Not very confidently, and I lean the under, but have not bet it yet. Did you take anything here?
Yeah, a lot of people are liking Gagos here, and I don't get it. Also, his last fights, like the guy gasses after 7-8 minutes. He gasses real bad, and it almost feels like he was overcorrecting. Like in the Soriano fight, he wasn't doing all that much, not even grappling, and I had him by submission, and that choke or inside, and that choke just kind of happened. Like he didn't work for that or anything. It was like an awkward front choke on. I think this fight is like, no, I mean it's obviously different, but similar to Rosas versus Christian Rodriguez. I'm going to bring this up every podcast episode. Rosas versus Christian Rodriguez. I think it's similar, like 5 minutes.
You're gonna tie every single fight back to it.
Gagos can have success early if he grapples. I don't know if he's going to do it. Do I think he's really going to choke out Glenn or to knock him out? Not really. I wouldn't be shocked if Glenn gets like hurt or anything or rocked or something with an overhand. But Gagos is not all that much as a striker, and Glenn is going to put a pace on him. He's a competent enough grappler to survive or to do damage if he gets on top. Yeah, Gagos has an uncanny ability to get choked out when he gets tired. I think Glenn takes over this fight and probably finishes mid to late. I think this is an easy fight to break down, honestly. I think this is one of these that is going to look obvious if he doesn't die randomly round one. I'm not doing it. Come on. You cannot. I mean, I talked a lot of trash about him because I think he's a fraud and dumb, but you cannot kick people when they are down. He was like undefeated, the big Roses guy. Now we leave him alone. He's 19, come on. Or 18. What is he? 18, right?
He'll be back strongly, I trust.
Give him a break.
Yeah. Jeremiah Wells taking on Matt Samuelsberger. I like Samuelsberger here. I took like plus 120 on him. I mean, what can you say about Jeremiah Wells? He's explosive for about a round or so. He hits hard. He's
won 2-5 rounders, bro.
I mean, he's won 2 5-rounders, but like, come on.
Those are the facts. Those are the facts. Jeremiah Wells has won 2 5-rounders. Okay, not in the UFC, obviously.
Yeah, obviously not in the UFC. But I mean, if you take a look on a more serious note, if you take a look at Jeremiah Wells' UFC career, he fought Warley Alves. He exerted a lot of energy early. Kind of seemed like he was about to gas early in round 2, and he kind of got that last hurrah finish, in my opinion, at least. Second fight in the UFC was against Blood Diamond, who is simply not UFC caliber. Third fight, he killed Court McGee in the first minute. And yeah, I mean, we know what he is. He's explosive. He's a decent grappler, I guess, on the ground. I don't think he's a good wrestler, but he's 36. He apparently doesn't train very hard. He's fighting a guy, Matt Samuelsberger, who's big for the division. He's active. I think he's the better striker. I think he has decent takedown defense. And yeah, I think he's a better minute winner, better cardio. So I like him at plus money. Could Wells flatline him? Yeah. But I think the longer this fight goes, the better it is for Samuelsberger. So I'm taking him to win here.
I have nothing on the fight, but if I had to bet, I would bet Jeremiah Wells.
You say this every time. Every time that I have a bet and you have nothing on the fight, you say, "I
That's
have
not
no
true.
bet
I
here,
just say what I think, bro.
Happens every single time.
That hasn't even crossed my mind once, just being contrarian.
I can name like 10 examples, but okay. It gives you like an easy out because it's like
But
if my guy wins, you can say, "Oh, I didn't bet it," and then if my guy loses, you can say, "See, I told you."
You're right. I hadn't thought about it that way. I'm actually going to do it every time now. No, I'll just pick who I think. I may end up betting him. And I didn't bet doesn't go. It's like minus 200 because I'm a little bit scared that Wells burns the clock on top or something. I mean, he has an oblivious path grappling here. Jake Matthews is stupid as fuck. But if he had grappled that fight, he rolls Samuelsberger. Like the moment he started grappling, there was like no resistance. Samuelsberger is that's absolutely not true, but whatever. Samuelsberger is game, punches hard and all that, but I think both have upside on the feet, but Wells is the much better grappler. Like I wouldn't be shocked if Samuelsberger gets tapped relatively easily round one. I mean, this is like an urban legend. Andrew just has a very weirdly shaped head. That's all. He has hair. I have seen it from all the angles. I don't know about that haircut though.
The hell is that supposed to mean?
You need to get the Danny Sabatello.
He's fighting this weekend. We're back.
Embrace your inner Italian from Jersey Shore. Is this real?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think Wells is going to win. I think he's going to grapple. Maybe he does the Naruto run again. That was incredible, bro. I was in shock.
That's so funny.
I have never been so confused in my life watching the UFC. Then he fell by himself. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess this is real.
A lot of people are doing this now. It's because Andrew Tate, bro. You know, you get a lot of people now on Twitter that have like $20 to their name that have shaved their head and are smoking a cigar. And they think they are going to become millionaires. Do you know what that means?
Explain for the people.
The Turkey thing, I mean. Because that's where they do like the hair replacement and all that. Like people go there to get new hair. At least from Europe.
That's where like the musicians go. Like here, the musicians from like America go there to get their hair.
Yeah, but I think now it's like widespread, right? Like this is like getting glasses now. People are getting hair like right and left. Yeah, no problem. We have money, and like you people in the chat. And if Andrew wants new hair, that's it. We like new hair.
Yeah, I kind of like my hair, honestly. I think this is a good haircut. But enough
Maybe
about
one day
me.
he comes here like Clay Guida.
Yeah.
from 1 week to another.
Oh my god. What do you think of Yasmin Lucinda taking on Brogan Walker? Do you agree with the big price tag?
Do you think you would have beaten Clay Guida on Saturday?
No.
And put hands on him?
No, I don't think so.
No hands? Come on, bro. He was like headbutting Garcia's punches. Andrew wanted me to bet Guida. I almost did it.
I didn't bet Guida either.
I ended up betting Garcia by submission, which fun stuff too. This is actually good. I mean, you look much more like that guy than Michael Chandler, bro. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Jackie Aprile. I mean, he was shaved always, but I can see it, like the same vibe. But he was a prick on the series. I don't know if I like it.
Yeah.
Not good, Mike. Behave. Which is the fight, Lucinda? Oh, yeah. Lucinda's going to beat the shit out of Brogan Walker.
What are we talking about again?
Why? I mean, this is one of these fights that they announce the fight and you are like, yeah, fighter X is getting a fucking beatdown. This is an ass whooping. Yeah. She has nothing for her. Like, I forgot her name, no disrespect, but the girl that won, Juliana Miller. Yeah, Juliana Miller absolutely mollywooped this girl. Have you seen Lucinda fight? Like Lucinda was real competitive with Jasmine Jauregui, and Jasmine Jauregui is a monster, like a monster. She's going to do whatever she wants. If she gets on top, she's probably getting charges, assault and battery.
Is that the extent of the breakdown?
Yeah, I mean, Brogan Walker is going to die. I
No,
shamelessly parlayed Lucinda minus 300 in a women's MMA fight. Like, honestly, think she's going to look minus 1,000.
I thought about it. I didn't do it, but I actually did consider it. I mean, if they trade on the feet, like Lucindo hits way harder. This is really the one thing that kept me off was like Lucindo goes for body locks all the time. Like if she shot to the legs, I would definitely bet her here. But like her wrestling's not that good. But if she gets on top, like we saw what happened in the
she's a good grappler. What was actually shocking was the Jauregui fight. I was expecting takedowns and all that. Like I bet Jauregui and I was worried, oh, Jauregui can get taken down or whatever. And this girl was throwing bricks on the feet. Like that wasn't on tape. She was decent on the feet. I think she's going to just abuse this girl. This doesn't make much sense. So hope Brogan Walker enjoys her second UFC fight. There's going to be a third, I guess, if she has that contract, and then it's back to LFA or whatever.
Yeah, they have been signing a lot of the tough people, but yeah, we're both picking Lucindo here.
You have to feed the machine, Andrew. We need fresh bodies.
Yeah,
feed the violence.
Your favorite fighter, Bobby Green, taking on Jared Gordon. Did you end up with anything here? I know you were flirting with the idea of taking Bobby Green KO.
I mean, I cannot believe that people are betting Jared Gordon here. And I'm like the biggest Bobby Green hater alive. I hate Bobby Green. Not hate in the sense of personal level, but talking about being a sports fan or whatever. You tell me which is your least favorite sports person? Bobby Green. It's probably Bobby Green. Yeah, I cannot stand the guy. He's unbearable. Do you see the press conference today? This guy is drunk all the time. He goes out up there like dressed like Michael Jackson on a bender and has like 60K in cash. Like he went up there with 60K in cash.
Why?
Because he's stupid. And I don't know. He got paid a lot of money to get slaughtered by Makhachev, and now he thinks he's Floyd Mayweather. I mean, he always thought he was Floyd Mayweather. Bro, this is like the easiest fight Bobby Green has had in ages. Gordon is tailor-made for him. He cannot take Bobby Green down. He's not going to take Bobby Green down. Bobby Green is like a grease pig. Yeah, Makhachev raped him, but who has grappled him consistently? I mean, Moises got some takedowns, and that's it. This is an easy fight for Bobby Green. And worst thing is he's probably going to make me lose money on his finish prop because he's going to be killing Jared and acting like he's Pernell Whitaker. You know, hey, look at me, I'm so stupid. Just finish the fight and get a bonus. Like he's going to roll, do whatever he wants. He probably knocks out Gordon. Gordon has been knocked out in all his losses except to Paddy the Fraud Pimblet, which he won. Wasn't a lose actually. All other losses by knockout. I mean,
dude, watching that fight back was so annoying.
I didn't watch it back.
I was so annoyed.
That cost me 25,000.
Yeah.
Fan stuff. Yeah, I have like 6 or 7 units riding on Bobby Green. I mean, win-win situation. Win-win situation. Honestly, rooting for a loss. And I shamelessly parlayed Bobby Green opener. I didn't track this obviously, but I had like Holloway, which already happened. Bobby Green and another couple fighters for 2,000 more. Like it's Bobby Green. It's Bobby Green's world this week. We are living in it.
King Green. Would Green get subbed by Patty? No, Bobby Green? No, definitely not.
Come on.
Bobby Green's a decent wrestler, actually. Like his defensive wrestling.
Who said this, brother?
Well, not that good, but yeah.
I can't believe you haven't seen that clip.
Which one?
Well, there was like an interview, and it was Daniel Cormier. One of these, like the screen is in 3, you know, and there was Daniel Cormier, Makhachev in the middle, and this other black guy. I don't know his name, but he's famous in America. Maybe ESPN or something. One of these black media guys. I don't know his name. Sorry, I'm I'm not trying to disrespect anyone. I just don't know his name. And Cormier was like, yeah, Islam, you have to respect it. Bobby Green has a wrestling background, and this guy just started laughing. And Cormier is like, Islam, he's a good wrestler. And he's like, who say this?
That's
Who say this? Maybe he watched some wrestling, but he's not good wrestler. Come on, DC.
that's funny.
No, he's not a bad wrestler.
Think,
He's not bad. He's not bad.
Yeah, agreed. He's a fine wrestler. He should be good enough to defend Gordon shots here. My only issue is he sometimes fights close, and he does make questionable decisions sometimes. So yeah, I'm not dying to lay minus 250. If I had to bet a side here, I would bet Bobby Green. If I got a little bit better of a price, I probably would too. But he's 36. He fights close sometimes, so I'm fine with passing here. But I'll be rooting for him for your sake.
Biggest Bobby Green hater alive. This is like the closest to free money we get on this card, probably. Like, this is an easy parlay piece. There's nothing about Gordon that is wrong for Bobby Green. It's so easy fight for him on the feet. He's not getting grappled. Gordon gets hit a lot. No defense. He's so much slower. Like, I'm scared about how good Bobby is going to believe he is after this. He's probably going to accept a fight against Fisif again or something.
Yeah.
He's going to look like $1 million.
Co-main event. Is this the co-main event? Brad Tavares versus Bruno Silva?
How is this the co-main event? It is, indeed. We need to get Francis Marshall here versus the Gomis guy. Yeah, it is the co-main event.
Yeah.
I have no side here.
Because it was supposed to be Simone and...
Yeah, that was actually a good fight. But I prefer it being 5 rounds. Better fight.
Better fight.
Better for my interest too.
Yeah. I don't have anything here. On one hand, I've always kind of felt like Bruno Silva is a bit of a fraud. I bet on him. I bet against him a bunch. But Tavares has no grappling upside. He doesn't have much power. He has no wins over current UFC fighters. Silva, I thought, looked particularly bad against GM3. So I don't know what to do with this fight. I'm picking Bruno Silva. I think he has more power. I think Tavares is nearing the end. But it is with, like, very, very minimal confidence. I don't think either fighter at this point in their career are serious players.
Yeah, is that his name? Ryan Clark, the black guy?
Yeah.
Maybe he's there like 2. The other, how is the other one called? The one that played tight end? Shannon something?
Shannon Sharp?
Yeah, maybe that one. The one that looks like the donkey in Shrek. Have you seen Shrek?
Yeah, I've seen Shrek.
He looks like the donkey in Shrek. I saw him the other day in the Travis Kelce podcast, bro. He's a nice guy, funny guy. Yeah, I have no side here. I see people are liking Silva because, I mean, Tavares has... when was the last time Tavares actually proactively grappled? When he really should be doing it. You don't win fights by being durable and taking beatings. Yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if he paces Silva and wins by knockout, or it's a crazy war and Tavares is stupid durable, but you can only take so much. And he took a pasting from the Prince of Africa, bro. Like, he put it on him bad. Like, real bad. Yeah, he did. The people with no...
That took me like 10 seconds to realize who you were talking about. I was like, who the hell is the Prince of Africa?
Bro, the king of Wakanda.
Yeah.
He put a beating on him. That was ridiculous. People love to pretend he has no gas, but he beat the shit out of Tavares for 3 rounds. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I kind of feel Tavares is going to eat a lot of shit and end up knocking out Silva. Because Silva looked like a pensioner and GM3 was wild. Was he off the juice or something? Like, his body didn't look the same. But yeah, I understand why people are betting Silva. I just cannot take the side here. I looked at Tavares by knockout, but it's a really tight line, in my opinion, for a guy that doesn't finish all that many fights. Plus 300. That doesn't do it for me. I feel like he's one of these stupid, strong guys, but he doesn't really crack. You know what I mean? Yeah. One of these people that are... Yeah, I think that's him.
Main event time. Curtis Blaydes taking on Sergey Pavlovich. I could start this one off. I went into this expecting to pass, but I ended up on the Blaydes side. I just feel like if Pavlovich doesn't knock him out in round 1, he's probably... I think if he doesn't get a round 1 KO, Blaydes looks like a pretty big favorite here. He has a ton of wrestling upside. He's has cardio upside. Even technically striking, Blaydes is pretty good. It's just a matter of how often does Pavlovich kill him on the feet. I mean, the last time we saw Pavlovich on his back was against Overeem. He looked terrible. And I know he hits extremely hard. He hits like a truck, but let's look at some of the people he's knocked out. It's just like, come on. So yeah, I bet Blaydes here. I know he could die early, but I bet him at like minus 155 or something like that. I just feel like it has to be wider than that. Maybe Pavlovich knocks him out 3 out of 10 times, but I feel like once Blaydes gets him down, every single round, his like power bar is just going to go lower and lower and lower and lower. So I took Blaydes here. Would I be mad if he got knocked out in the first round? Absolutely. But yeah, I was going to say no, and I was like, yeah, I would. But yeah, I think he's one of the better heavyweights technically. I mean, outside of like, I'm trying to even think who I would favor against him at heavyweight. Jones. Yeah. Cyril Gane.
I think so. I don't think he's wrestling Cyril Gane easily.
He would, I think. After seeing how easily Jones is a good wrestler, obviously.
Jones is a light heavyweight with a belly, and he's the greatest. Like Blaydes is
he's
not
the greatest
doing that.
fighter, he's the greatest fighter, but he's also not a real heavyweight. And Blaydes is like a big guy who can actually wrestle. And Gane doesn't have that crazy knockout power, which is usually the big concern for Blaydes. Also, this kind of made me think. Hot take: I think the over 1.5 at plus money is not that bad. Like if you like the Blaydes side, like he's not. I mean, Rosenstreich made it 3 rounds with him.
Yeah, he's tried to bang it out sometimes, and one takedown may be the fight. Like this guy was so flat on his back against Overeem, it was kind of pathetic.
Yeah,
like he had absolutely zero, like not even moving his hips. He was just flat, waiting to be slaughtered, like waiting to be killed. So yeah,
he did. He was looking minus 1,000 on the feet even before he got knocked out.
Bro, Lewis had him exactly where he wanted.
Yeah.
Like he shot the takedown from like 13 feet away. Yeah, I played Blaydes too. I think he's the obvious side.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, I would make him a bigger favorite, probably minus 300 range. If he gets knocked out in 2 minutes, okay, whatever, do your victory lap, Pavlovich Peters, and that's it. I don't care. One takedown, maybe the fight. He can perfectly knock out Pavlovich on the feet too himself.
Mm-hmm.
The longer it goes, the better for him. From very early, Pavlovich never been really extended in the UFC that much. I think he probably gasses horribly because he goes 100% on everything from the very beginning. I don't think he's all that, but he's obviously fast and hits very hard both hands with power and precision. He's all right. But yeah, Blaydes has historically been absurdly durable, so probably can take a couple bonks if needed. So yeah, I like Blaydes.
Yeah. I don't have a Lambo parlay this week. It's still early in the week. Magic wanted to watch the Rangers versus Devils game tomorrow, so we made sure.
No, I don't. We have to move this because Andrew has to watch some hockey or baseball.
Hockey.
It's hockey. I always say hockey. Hockey is more like jockey, right? Like the guy that rides the horse, the jockey.
Jockey, yeah. Jockey and hockey.
Hockey. Okay. Ice hockey. I will never go watch that.
I think you'd like it. They fight sometimes.
Can you even watch like the thing?
What do you mean?
It's not a ball. I don't know how it's called. La pastilla. How?
A puck. P-U-C-K.
Puck? That's called puck. Pastilla here. Pastilla.
With a P? Pastilla?
Yeah. I think maybe I'm wrong. I don't know shit about hockey.
Yeah, it's the playoffs. If anyone has any questions, fire them off in the chat. We've obviously got yeah, this is the one we've been looking forward to. Tank Davis taking on Ryan Garcia. We've talked about this fight for months. It's finally here. Love it.
I haven't played one.
What do you think as we're getting close to the event? What are your final thoughts
on Davis versus Garcia?
Yeah,
you know, people just came here for me to imitate Molly McCann, right?
Yeah.
we have talked about this. I mean, obviously joking on the podcast, but we have talked about this like seriously for a long time. I wanted to bet Garcia here, real bad, but I'm fucking worried about the rehydration clause. That's so gay by Tank. It's like 146 or 147. It's nothing. Garcia is a huge guy. The fight is at what, 139, 140? It's a catch weight, right? Tank sucks, bro. He sucks so much. I can't believe you are backing the woman beater here.
Well, when you put it like that, how can I really back him here?
I mean, you are a big Tank fan, big backer of him. Didn't you pay for his camp? I heard rumors.
You're gonna see him walking out Saturday night and being like, "Wait a second, I know that guy."
Yeah, that guy in his corner with all the jewels up.
Yeah.
The Andrew Gombas.
Stay sharp, Tank.
Stay sharp. Keep your hands up, Tank.
I don't even know what he sounds like, honestly.
He sounds very stupid. Honestly, he's not a smart individual. Other fighters always make fun of him, calling him stupid and all that. Like Rolly Romeo. Rolly had this guy so bad, bro. I was like, we are winning this bet. He was winning the fucking fight and then he died. Do you remember
the guy who was interviewing?
The press
the guy
conference?
who was interviewing looked like him.
The press conference was so good. Rolly like demolished him. This fucking dwarf right here, I'm going to kill this dwarf. My dick's longer than your arms.
No one ever does it.
Who is this guy? This is your friend Jake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the one you know though.
It's another Jake?
Yeah.
The Jake I know, it's also slightly retarded.
Yeah. Slightly is putting it nicely.
Yeah, I didn't play a Lambo yet. Let's make one right now. Okay. I'm going to throw my money away here. Probably not. It'll be minus 200. I remember my password. Yeah, I think so. Come on, Patrick. Get him, lad. When Molly fights again, it's going to be so funny, that episode.
Yeah. She doesn't have a fight, right? I haven't heard anything.
Why would she fight? Now she's like this big body friend. She's getting gifted Rolexes and shit. Just, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Cash on it. Okay, I'm at the wrong book. No. So how is the fight going to go? Tell me while I make this parlay, because people are just watching me look at the screen, I guess. Yeah, Garcia versus Davis.
Yeah, so I think Garcia is going to start out strong. He's going to try to keep Davis on the end of his jab. He's got fast hands, but I don't love his striking defense. I think the later the fight goes, Tank's going to kind of fight his way into it. I think really rounds like 4, 5, 6 is when he starts picking it up. And then from there, it kind of just – I think round 7, as I start to get a little bit more into it, like in terms of a war, I think Garcia is going to throw – a lazy right hand, and Tank's gonna hit him with a left uppercut and knock him out cold.
Yeah, I think Garcia is going to. I mean, I'm scared he gets hit and goes down flat, because that's like his brain is going to be no water around his brain or something. He's going to be out there like a mongoloid. That reiteration clause is so fucked up. He looks and sounds very confident. I think he can keep Tank away with his jab and his counters. It's going to be tactical fight, not a war like people think. But when it gets hot, it's going to get really hot. You know what I mean?
You're pretty much giving the same breakdown that I gave.
Yeah, except I don't see the same ending. I probably end up betting Garcia. This is probably going to be like 6 a.m. in Spain, so I'm probably going to be back at the hotel, all drunk, and watch the fight, and don't be able to see any punches just when someone goes down.
We need a live stream. We need a live stream during the fight.
I have told the story like 3 times already here. When I was the Alexander versus Jim Miller fight, you wouldn't have believed watching me watch that. I was like, what the fuck? I cannot see anything. I could only see the knees for some reason. Hernandez was landing some killer knees, bro. Okay, I'm going to go
Tank double leg.
Your Tank is a dwarf. Garcia is so much bigger. I don't think you realize yet.
No, yet. I know.
This is too many legs now. I'm getting too excited because the limit is like 10,000, I think, on winnings here on this book. Yeah, why not? Let's try. I cannot not make it now because what if I win?
You never know.
Danabat Guerrel to win, Karine Silva to win, Marshall versus Gomis under 2.5, Mohamed Usman to win, Yaya versus Montel Jackson over 2.5, Rick Glenn to win, Lucinda to win, and Curtis Blaydes to win. 116 to win 10K. That's the limit.
I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised you like Curtis Blaydes. You usually are very anti him, I feel like.
Yeah, I hate him, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's something just about his face, I think. But I think he's a good fighter. When have I bet against him?
Aspinall, maybe?
That doesn't count. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying like you were right or wrong. I'm just saying I think you bet him.
Okay. Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet Aspinall. But I have just like first round knockout for a unit or something, right? Or first round finish Aspinall. And yeah, I'm absolutely not missing the Topuria fight. I don't get if he's getting married, whatever. Yeah, the priest may be saying something or whatever. I'm going to watch that fight. I don't give a fuck. I'm getting out of the wedding or whatever it is, and I'm watching fucking Topuria kill Josh Emmett. On God. No matter the circumstances. We may be at war or whatever. I don't care. The only other time I bet against Blaydes, I think, was Ngannou. And what happened there? Ngannou put him on skates. Mark Goddard had to save his life. Yeah, it's kind of wild. Every time he fights, this guy doesn't get that much easy takedowns. And when he doesn't get on lower chain, he really struggles from the clinch. People love to act like he's Kyle Sanderson. He's not.
No, he's definitely not.
No, I didn't put Bobby in this parlay because I have an oblivious amount of money on Bobby Green, which is disgusting. Fucking disgusting at myself.
Any other questions, guys?
Yeah, I mean, we have seen this like 4 years in a row, bro. What do you think is going to happen? Madrid always wins in the Champions League. I don't know how the fuck it keeps happening, but they just win. Benzema, 16 goals over 2 matches, probably. I think Real Madrid is going to win, but City is a scary team with fucking Haaland. Haaland is unplayable.
No way.
He blocked me, bro. We used to be like the closest of friends, and now he blocked me. No, the closest, but...
Why not?
Belal is ducking Shafkat so hard, bro. It's ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous.
That's the fight.
Yeah, it's obviously the fight because the winner is undeniable. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He should take it. If he's that good, as he says. Shafkat would like molly coop this guy. It would be an ass whooping. I understand, like, if you were Belal, would you fight Shafkat? I would be like, yeah, I'm fighting anyone. Like him, yeah. Belal, remember the name. And then I will be talking to my manager like, no fucking way, I'm not fighting this guy. I'm going to die. Do you understand, bro? So what? I mean, who are you? Who are you, bro? He's probably trolling. DM me on Twitter, but I don't know who you are.
I heard they offered it. I don't know.
But I think Costa is trolling because he said he wants, but Blachowicz said they will offer the fight and he accepted and Costa declined.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's true because Costa after said that, yeah, he wants to be in. That would be a good fight.
Yeah.
This is difficult. Like
MMA.
No,
this is a more fun idea. Let me try.
Okay, Andrew's going to do my list. He loves doing this, doing my list, right?
All right. So Alexander Hernandez, Francis Marshall.
You are going to one from bottom or bottom?
I'm just trying to no order, just like the top 5. Hernandez, Marshall, Conor McGregor, I feel like you like Weili Zhang a lot. No, the first three were right though. Correct.
Certainly, she couldn't make top 5 fighters.
Shavkat,
But this is like all time or active.
active.
Like five is too low.
Peter Yan, that's my top 5.
Yeah, I don't know if Peter and
That's
I
pretty good.
can still be friends after that fight, bro. I hope
Yeah,
we.
that was tough. I'm still not ready to talk about it yet.
Topuria for sure.
Oh yeah, I forgot Topuria.
Magwan Americane. I mean, I don't know what Andrew's thinking, bro. Alex the Great. Marshall is getting up there. I like him a lot, but I like a lot of fighters. I like Shavkat a lot too. Yeah. Conor McGregor, but active is he active?
He just filmed tough. I think we got to count him.
People hate him a lot, but I have said it a lot of times. Best time as a fan ever, like just as a fan of the sport, when he was coming up at featherweight. That was different. The UFC was different. Yeah, Duplessis is growing on me, bro. Like the prince that was promised. People are like, "Oh, Duplessis sucks. Duplessis this." Just enjoy the run.
Yeah.
Because you are witnessing history. The first African champion. Enjoy the run. It's written. The Mamba Malkun too. Yeah, 5 is too low. You know.
Are you gonna try to guess mine?
Yeah, Colby Covington, Conor McGregor. I don't know.
It's really it. Let me think.
Colby Covington, Conor McGregor. I don't think you have many more. Maybe Michael Chandler.
I like him. I don't know if he'd be like top 5.
He doesn't make top 5. Okay, Colby, Conor. I don't know, bro.
Oh yeah. Bryce Mitchell. He's on my list.
That's a horrible one. Yeah, Bryce Mitchell, Ian Garry, and probably Rose Namajunas.
Ian Gary's up there too. Let me think who else.
Like, do you actually like Ian Garry? I thought you were just seeing value on him. Like, do you like Ian Garry? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't even really know anymore. It's like half a shtick, half not. Like, I wouldn't put him.
No, listen to me. There's no stick. There's no nothing. This guy is like no one driving up there.
What do you mean? Is getting up there. Dreekis is getting up there for me also. I like him.
Like, do you really think this bothers me? Do you really think Ian Garry is playing a character?
No, I'm saying for me, like me liking him is a stick.
Oh, okay. Because that was crazy take.
Yeah, no, I'm saying me like being a fan of his.
I don't think you have many more. But that's because you only know like 20 fighters. You didn't know who Gomis was. You didn't know who Roberto Soldic was until I told you.
I did. I watched both of his fights with Duplessis for Duplessis' first UFC fight.
You did tape in Duplessis, but not before, which is criminal. Like absolutely criminal, not knowing Roberto Soldic. Daniel Sabatello, yeah, that's one of your favorites.
Yeah, I like him. He fights this weekend.
Yeah, I tried really hard not to do it, but I thought about it multiple times in the last 20 seconds. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Who else do I like? I'm like looking at the upcoming matchups.
I don't know if anyone has questions or whatever. Apparently, Andrew has time today. He's not rushing to get out of from here.
I've always got time.
Yeah, Duplessis beat Soldic once, and people love to act like he's bad. He knocked out Roberto Soldic, bro.
Pleasure man.
But the pleasure man, like one of the worst experiences in my life. Like calling the fight exactly, and this guy turns out to be autistic. I was almost crying.
I couldn't believe, dude, those shots he ate in that first round, like, I'm convinced he's never going to get finished ever in his career.
That was exactly my plan. I knew this was mega chat guy. He's not getting finished. He took everything. Petrino was in disbelief. He was like, I didn't choose for this shit, bro. Go down. He lost the back like 5 times. I was like in disbelief, bro.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
No, we don't have a friendly bet. I think
Yeah, we can bet whatever. I think I owe you a dinner right now. We always bet. We always bet dinners, and I think Andrew is up 1-0 right now.
I'm up at least 2 for sure.
Which is the other one?
I don't remember, but I remember being like, "You already owe me one, so I guess I'll get 2 when I come to Spain."
Yeah, because I won the last one.
No, you didn't. It was Hamzat's next fight being at one. The next one we have is Hamzat's next fight being at 185.
Yeah, that's why you say it's true, but he hasn't fought yet. What do you mean I lost?
There was no, I will not be at the fight. Yeah, I miss when he used to fight like every week. That was fun. I remember when he fought John Phillips, and I was messaging you about it, and I was like, "Bro, I'm pretty sure this guy is gonna like kill him grappling," and you're like, "Yeah, 100%."
I was at this. I almost feel bad for this. I was like, who wants to bet me that Chimaev takes him down in 30 seconds?
That was
Inside 30
so
seconds.
fun.
And one guy
In
took me for
retrospect-
$100, and he's like, "Yeah, there's no way he takes him down in 30 seconds." Like he took him down in like 7, not
It's so
7,
funny
3, maybe 3.
In retrospect, that's like minus 300 that he takes him down that quickly, maybe more.
Bro, minus 300? You mean
Minus
minus
400.
30,000 hundred?
He always shoots. He literally always shoots right away.
That was ridiculous.
I've been to Spain. I'm an expert. Spent a couple
He's never
weeks
coming back now. He's like a married man. He's turning so boring.
there.
You
I don't
used
know
to be so cool.
I don't know if they'd allow me. If they'd allow
Yeah,
me.
another guy still owes me $500,
It's
and I could get his address and everything, but for $500, we are not killing anyone yet.
Yeah, keyword. I think always for me like McGregor over Aldo.
That's not my favorite, but that was like the most shocking thing I have ever seen. I was in shock. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know really. I don't have one. Edwards over Usman was pretty sick too.
Yeah.
Look at me now. Look at me now.
Here, I've got a good out of the box one. This one was in Bellator. June of 2019. I was there. It was at MSG. Juan Archuleta fought Eduardo Dantas. And
yeah, he looked dead.
there was like 5 seconds left in the round. So Dantas like tried to go crazy, like and throw some crazy shit at the end of the round. Archuleta hit him so hard with a right hand. I'm not even kidding. He was asleep on the ground for like 3 minutes. We were all just sitting there. Like,
I was watching live. I remember, and it was like it was like the biggest wrestler overhand ever. It was like circular.
Dude, he like threw it from his hip, and like
yeah,
I was like, "Oh my god, he's dead."
He stayed down for a good while.
Yeah, like 3 minutes. Yeah, I'm down for that.
You need to come.
You guys are gonna suffer.
You need to come before you have kids. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No. Don't like me. Like I was dumb. You are coming.
Kugave needs to bet under 60 seconds or over 60 seconds again. That is so funny. Like every time,
can you imagine? Can you imagine? It was obviously funny, but can you imagine holding that ticket?
No, I really can't.
And she might have like just goes straight. Like he didn't even try to box. He went straight at him through the octagon and bonked him. Bro, this guy is going to Andrew has seen you asking about the studs versus mix. He just doesn't want to talk about it. Do you understand it? You have asked like 12 times already, bro. It's not happening.
Literally, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you know the drill.
Yeah, Burgos local
was crazy.
No, that was like genuinely the only time I was like seriously concerned watching live. Like when you had like this bad feeling inside, like, oh holy shit, this is serious now. If that was Bobby Green going down, I would be cheering.
Jesus Christ!
Like, yeah, finish him, Edson. He's out already. Fast before the referee gets there.
I don't know if he's allowed.
I'll go eventually, but I need to get a passport, I think.
You gotta wipe that criminal record too.
I told you the other day I was like looking for my passport because I have in Europe you don't need a passport from the European Union and all that. Like I think it's called Schengen space or something like that. I went to look at my passport to see if it was expired, and it was expired in 2013. I
Yeah.
look like 12 in the pic.
Yeah, you missed it by a little bit.
I will go eventually, but I wouldn't tell anyone. I would only tell Andrew, maybe a couple more other guys from Twitter, and some people I know from there. Do you think I want to go? I've never been at the UFC live. Do you think the first time I go to watch the UFC, I'm going to tell I'm here straight up? So I don't know. At least 15 people from Twitter are going to try to fight me. We can fight after the fight or something, but I'm not going to pay and get expelled in the prelims for fighting some retard from Twitter. You know what I mean? I mean, this makes sense to you, right?
100%.
That's a good comment.
That was a good one.
Yeah, you can highlight this one, like the
I did.
this one. Yeah, I didn't see it. This is one of my favorite stories.
Yeah.
Child telling this. Yeah.
Whoa, big fella.
That was a good impression.
All right, let's wrap this. Thank you, guys. We'll be back next week, probably on Thursday, for the Simone versus who the hell is he
I'll probably
fighting?
be on the phone. Maybe I don't know.
Yadong. Simone versus Yadong. In the meantime, like, subscribe. We appreciate it. Magic, the floor is yours. Say goodbye to the people.
Yeah, good luck. I really like this card for betting, honestly. I went heavy in some places. I think we're going to do good. I sound like a politician right now. Much more success coming our way for the people of America. I think, yeah, if Ryan Garcia wins, I don't know if I'll be watching the fight. Maybe I'm back at the hotel because it's like 6 a.m. Watch it or not. If I see that he wins, I'm 100% calling you, Andrew. And I'm going to be in extremely deplorable condition.
I'm looking forward to it.
But if Ryan wins, I'm going to go crazy at you. I think I need to call you like WhatsApp or something, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get a 400 euro international call to New Jersey. But yeah, I'm calling you.
Yeah.
Video call. I'll be like, I told you, Andrew. Ryan Garcia.
All right. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week.
Catch you later, guys.
Peace.